This is Brian Anderson. Here we go. Orlando with the ball. And here's Curry. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
And that stride that you see from Giannis is just so effective out there getting around defenders.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. Here's Roy. Three-pointer. Howard grabs the miss.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
It's hauled in by Robinson.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Checking in for the away team, number 15.
Here's Robinson. Oh, Carter with the block. Driving in. And it's slammed in by Carter.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Fires in the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
The three from Curry. And it's New York with a rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And here's New York now. To the paint. Here's Robinson. Lays it up and banks it in.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Great teamwork and great timing.
Oh, spectacular play. The three from Curry. Orlando again missing. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally insane.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
Here's Reeves. Orlando making their last shot. Here's Nowitzki. Oh, and makes it with the...
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Curry from deep three-point land. Orlando again missing. New York leading by 4. Pass to Morrison. 4-3. Williams grabs the board. Orlando with the ball. Brent, one area where Zion Williamson continues to improve is as a passer.
OBA, he's cut down his turnovers while more than doubling his rate of assists. And to me, that's just familiarity, getting on the court more consistently and not being injured. I mean, he's going to build and compound on that experience. So starting to make plays is starting to show for Zion.
And here's Reeves outside. Orlando with the rebound. 2-for-1 opportunity here.
Hey, if I'm in their shoes, I go for it.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good.
Now, Paul George, really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Morrison. And the three-pointer goes.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him. Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Outside Young. Fires for three. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one. Here's Williamson. And the layup is good off the glass.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
5 ticks left in the first quarter of the game.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Orlando ahead, up 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for Orlando, what jumps out to you guys, stat-wise?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Pass to Hansbrough. Three-pointer, no good. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And here's New York now. They trail by 1. Here's Nash. Here's Hansbrough. Right wing. This one for 3. Nash misses.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
How about those long strides, Durant quick in the open court and then right to the rim.
Hits the trifecta.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Orlando with the ball. KD gets a step. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, we know Durant's difficult to slow down, but when he's penetrating like that, the defense just cannot deal with that length.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, a big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answered that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team.
Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. It's blocked. New York shooting their second free throw attempt on the night.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And here's New York now from deep three-point land. And again, New York with the triple.
Difficult to try to stick with Trae Young, especially when he's rising up there.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. So both teams making some changes here.
Substitution on the court.
Orlando trails by 3. Here's Crawford. Orlando again missing. Lillard outside. Pass to McDaniel.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the second. Here's Lillard. And no good, trying to use the glass. Orlando with the ball. To win the run. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, when you're on defense, hands up and antennas up with Crawford, constantly looking to get himself to the free throw line.
And he sinks the second. Here's Walton. And Gafford with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Allen outside. The 3-ball. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The 3, here's Lillard. Orlando with a rebound.
Home team foul.
Orlando shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
4th team foul.
And that one falls for Wall.
Shooting for their away team. John Wall.
No good on the second free throw. Here's McDaniel. New York again can't hit. The 3, Durant. And Walton pulls it down. And he drives in. And he jams it home with authority.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Inside. Lillard. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
Well, that was just a quick glance from KD. He looks at the defense and makes the play.
Now here's Lillard. Yet to see a basket. And Walton gets it to go. And New York leads by 2. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already. We're not even in the second half. Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. And so Wall nails them both. Just 4 seconds left in the second quarter. From deep, Reeves. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. It's on Stephen Curry. New York shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And that one falls for Reeves. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. New York out in front, up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And Reeves has got the ball here for New York. 4-point game. Pass to Nowitzki. Puts up a 3. And it's Austin Reeves with the 3. Reeves has got 7.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
Curry buries the triple.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.